a while back, I did 50 grand in 30 days over the phone. And you say, well, dude, that doesn't seem realistic. The phone is tough. Selling over the phone is hard. You know, everybody hates the phone, right? There's a lot of people that want to be using the telephone, right? And it's a smart way to consistently talk to people, right? Now, field sales is easier. A lot of people do field sales. It's awesome, right? That's great. It's easier. But with telesales, I want to walk through how I was able to do exactly what I just said, right? Those type of numbers. And it was I had a lead flow. When you've got a consistent lead flow, you have people to talk to, right? Agents fail because they don't talk to enough people. Agents succeed when they know how to prospect, have a funnel, and talk to people, right? So lead flow is check. That's important. I also got to where from that lead flow, we were either having an opener that actually scheduled the appointment, or we were actually using digital ads and actually creating a super funnel to then schedule appointments, right? So the appointments all day, every day, I was having 8, 10, 12, 15 scheduled appointments every single day, right? I was also able to jump in my call center, let them transfer me calls, right? So that was more of a inbound approach. A lot of massive call centers, a lot of agents, they love to be able to add the inbound approach whenever they can, right? And the third thing was the system, right? When you have a system, when I talk about system, I'm talking about the script. I'm talking about the training, right? I'm talking about the numbers of what you need to be doing to make all of this a reality, right? Those are the three things that I really focused on, right? And when people have a system, training, scripts, they know what to do, they know what to say, they feel good about it, they know what, you know what I mean, objections, all that kind of stuff, and they have leads coming in constantly, and an inbound flow of appointments, right? Appointments, and even inbound calls, right? So in this example, you could have, right, from number 2, you could have inbound appointments, scheduling, right? Either via the phone or via a funnel, right? You could also have inbound calls, right? You could also have inbound, you could also have responses to your marketing efforts, right? Emails, text, voicemail drop, all that kind of stuff, right? There's ways to break numbers down and really know what to do and what you are doing to succeed, right? At selling insurance over the phone, that's what we call this phone phenom, right? So those are the different ways that I was able to do it. When I think through, right, over 50K in 30 days, right, about 12,500 a week, right, in premium, you're looking at about 2,500 per day, right? So you're looking at a good agent, you're looking at about 3 sales per day, right? 3 sales per day, and that's 5 days a week, right? So when you start breaking it down like that, that's what we talk about numbers, right? It doesn't seem as far-fetched and crazy as when I first stated it 6 minutes ago, right? So instead, now it seems much more realistic, right? Solid agents are averaging about 800 of annual premium per sale, even for like a small life insurance or final expense sale, right? So that's what I talk about, knowing the numbers, knowing the system, knowing the scripts, knowing what to do, knowing what to say, all those things, and then having a lead flow with some inbound attached to it, right? So at the end of the day, if you ever want to get into that, great. If not, great, right? But we want to provide information. We do Phone Phenom to talk about using the telephone to make money in the insurance business and to get better at making money in the insurance business. And this is one solid way to make that a reality, right? So in your business, think through this, how you can break it down, how you can apply it, and how you can implement it, right? Because when you break it down, you know. When you apply it, you start to learn. And then when you implement it, it starts to grow and you start to see results, right? So at the end of the day, we do shows like this, we do videos like this, we do Phone Phenom to help you scale at selling more insurance. whether it's cold calling, whether it's calling leads, whether it's running appointments, whether it's selling over the phone, whatever it is, we want to be the arm, the training and marketing arm, whether it's leads, right, working with our marketing agency, right, training with coaching, retreats, events, conference, all these other coaching programs, all these other things, our university, all our courses we do. We want to build out ways to help you scale, ways to help you grow, right? So I love doing Phone Phenom. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. It's brief, it's short, it's to the point, but it's freaking gold, right? Last week we talked about 3 C's, confidence, charisma, and control, I believe it was, right? It's a good episode, right? Which one did you like better? That one or this one? Phone Phenom, right? And do you think you could do this? What questions do you have? That's a big thing. My challenge to you right now is I want you to leave a comment on this video, right now, live. Something to do with this. And I want to watch them, I want to read them, and I want to respond to them. All right? I'm here to help. We love helping you. That's why we're here. Have a great week. Appreciate you guys watching. Today we're talking about the 3 C's for phone perfection. If I have to think about 3 C's, right, as Eric heads to Missouri, the 3 C's for phone perfection, right? The 3 things that I notice that help agents when they have these 3 things, they have phone freaking perfection, right? The 3 P's, phone freaking perfection with the 3 C's, right? I'm gonna get to the 3 C's right now. What are those 3 C's, right? What are the 3 C's that you're seeing? The first one is confidence. You have to have confidence. That's probably the most important thing in sales is confidence. Being confident in your ability to get what you want, right? How confident are you when you are making calls, when you're on the phone, when you're teleselling, whatever, when you're cold calling? Confidence is key. It's super important. I say it all the time, right? I say it all the time that a sell is made when I believe that I'm going to close the sale more than the other person believes that I'm not going to, right? If I believe that I'm going to make the sale more than they believe I'm not going to, that's when I make sales, Raphael, right? Amigo, right? It's confidence. It's all about confidence. It's a huge, huge, huge piece and a huge thing as an agent nowadays, right? So that's the first thing. The first C is confidence. The second C, and how much confidence do you have? Are you confident in your ability to close sales, to set appointments, to do whatever, right? The second C is charisma. Charisma. How much charisma do you have on the phone, right? Are you comfortable? Comfortable is not a C that I'm going to use, right? But charisma is, hey, they say this, dude, I'm not interested, right? And you've got charisma, enough confidence and enough charisma to pivot and move and still get what you want, right? It takes charisma to figure out what's going on the fly, to be confident enough, to have enough charisma to shake it up. Do you have charisma on the phone, right? You only get charisma after a lot of time on the phone. Once you got a lot of time on the phone, a proven track record, and you are confident on the phone, then you can start playing around with it and start having some charisma. Confidence, charisma. What's the third C? What's the third C while you're watching, whether you're watching on IG and you follow me on Instagram at Cody.Askins, or whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, what's the third C? I want to hear it. Comments below. I'll wait 30, 40 seconds. What do you think the third C is, right? There's 3 C's to phone perfection by CA, by C, by Cody, by CA, whatever you want to call it, right? The first one's confidence. The second one's charisma. What's the third one, right? What's the third one? Any guesses over there? I know we always got a little bit of a delay, but any guesses over there? Confidence, charisma. What's the third C, right? What do you think the third C is? Dylan, do you even know what the third C is yet?
I have no idea what the third C is.
Come on.
And we don't have any guesses currently.
All right, you showing the you showing your work over there, bro? You're behind the scenes today.
Yeah, I am.
Good, man. Dude, give him a big smile. Give him a big, yeah, good thumbs up. There we go. All right, The third C, you guys ready? Third C is control, right? I have better results on the phone when I'm in control. Now, control can be multiple different things, right? Because it could mean that you're in control of the call, right? It could also mean that you have control of your pitch, right? Because you know what you're going to say next. It could also mean that you have control as in you are level and balanced and smooth. You have control of your voice, your tonality, all those different things. Control can mean a lot. There's a lot of different ways to be in control when you're making calls. And being in control, right? I like to be in control. Hey, if you enjoyed this, I got another one you're gonna love. It's right there. Click on it. See you in there. All right, hey, 7 tips for selling insurance over the phone. You asked a million times, we're answering. Here's a video on how to sell insurance from home. Before I give you these 7 tips for getting great at this, right here,